So, what are the Sunday Express leading with, Lewis?
Sunday Express is leading with an exclusive polling by We Think. It says, stop small boats or we're sunk. And I couldn't find the data on this. It didn't include it in this article. It's one of those fantastic articles that has a headline, and then you look for the polling data where it says how do they feel about the small boats. The only thing that they say about the small boats is that most people don't think the Rwanda thing is going to be solved. 57% think it's not going to be solved by the boats. It's not going to be solved by sending them to Rwanda. But it also said that people favor tax cuts by 48%. So it says people like tax cuts. But then in an earlier, the article before says that even after all this, Labour is up 3 percentage points and the Tories are down by 1 percentage point. So
even after the imagine how many tax cuts we're going to have to get before an election then.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun times. Nicholas, you're right about the polling data. It's just an opinion snapshot. People always argue about these things. But Rishi's set himself a bit of a problem, hasn't he? He spent ages with his 5 pillars, his 5 priorities. He repeats them. You ask him what he wants for breakfast, he lists them all. And one of them is stop the boats, not reduce the boats, not any. He's given himself a catchphrase that he'll never succeed in.
That's a key concern of the electorate. It's a huge issue. It has become a question of, potentially embarrassing. It's a question of national pride, national sovereignty. I mean, a country, for heaven's sake, is defined by its borders and the capacity to control and protect one's borders. And it was in their manifesto, although Rishi Sunak was not the prime minister or even the prime minister candidate who promised it. And now, to give it even a bigger international dimension, this week we had a new president in Argentina, the eccentric libertarian anti-left Milei, who sent shockwaves. And among other things, he has claimed that Argentina has an unquestionable sovereignty claim to the Falklands. Now, imagine if Rishi doesn't manage to stop these boats, then Mr. Milei might have another go for Falklands, but this time coming through, second-hand dinghies, using second-hand dinghies. And they might have a chance because they've clearly seen that we are unable to stop them. So stop the boats or we're going to be in trouble on multiple fronts.
Okay. Can I just say that that's actually a brilliant idea. All they got to do is send people over. If Britain can't defend our home island, this home island, how can they defend something that's 5,000 miles away?
When it makes sense to Lewis Schaffer at this time of night, it's always good.
I feel flattered.